What's going on, everybody? Well, here we are. We finally did it. We hit 1,000 subscribers. That is mind-blowing to me. First of all, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe that more than my family and friends want to actually watch me do goofy things on the internet. So, thank you guys for everything. And with that being said, I thought I'd do a 1,000 subscriber kind of update video. Give you a little window into my life and what is going on with the YouTube channel, kind of. So we've recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's only going up from there. And I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. That being said, I do have a job that I have to go to during the week, and most of the time I'm very, very busy doing that job. So what that is I'm actually a construction worker. So I do underground utilities. I do all your main stuff, your sewer lines, your water lines, your storm lines. Pretty much everything that's underground is what we do. We also do big dirt moves. So we work with dirt and like your housing developments. We build new housing developments and stuff like that. So that's what I do, and I've recently been kind of promoted somewhat. I've moved up to where now I am a foreman, and that means that a lot more of my time is dedicated to this thing. So I don't spend a lot of time with you guys as much as I would love to. And when I do, I'm a little bit on the tired side. So if you notice it through the videos, I'm sorry. If you don't, that's the reason why. So that's that. That's what I do for a living. I work construction, so I'm one of them construction guys. So that's a little bit of background on what I do in my life as my career currently. Things that I've been working on in the background, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but the hat that I'm wearing is a modding addiction hat. And here's another one. I've made these, not the hat themselves, but I have a sewing machine that makes patches. And a select few of my friends have gotten them, and I'm hopefully working on getting more going. But this is one of my side projects that I've been working on, and like I've come up with a couple little logos, and you might have seen, if you pay attention to the background on cars that I work on, I have stickers that I've made. I have a sticker maker that I make stuff with. So I'm always tinkering with something, and I'm trying to build Modding Addiction as a brand. And with that comes stuff. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is what equipment that I use. And honestly, I use nothing special. There's nothing fancy about it. I have a used Canon G7X. It's the Mark II. But I do have that, and I have just a little tripod for it. That's it. That's what all my YouTube videos have been with. I think I had, maybe my first couple were with my phone. I started with my phone, but I found this camera, and it's the one we're currently viewing me on, I'm talking to, whatever you say. It's the current one that I use for my videos and all of my videos, and it's just a used G7X Mark II. Nothing fancy. I went through and I messed with the settings a little bit to get the settings to where I want them. Now that being said, I'm not a photographer. I don't have a background in photography. I try my best. Probably not the best, I know, but I try, right? So that's what I use as my daily rig for things. That being said, I also picked up a used GoPro. So I've got on my helmet here, my motorcycle helmet, a GoPro. It's a Session. It's used. Again, I haven't used it yet, but I'm gonna look into maybe using it, not necessarily for motorcycling, or I don't know if it'll come to the channel too much. I know I want to use it for sticky mounts and random shots. I'm still working with it. I'm not the best with hero stuff, GoPros. I'm trying to figure that out and work on that stuff. So that's something to look forward to. If you guys want me to start trying to like do some maybe moto vlogs, maybe start, I mean, it's a little too early to start another channel for me. I want to grow this one first before I start another one. But eventually I might get into moto vlogs where we have talks like this. That's always a cool thing to see on people's channels. Another channel update, taillights. I've been working on these taillights for a while. You guys have probably seen it if you've been here for the taillights. You've seen me try and try again and again on these taillights to get things figured out. Seems like I've hit nothing but roadblocks with them, and here we are again, stuck at another one. So 3 out of 4 taillights are stuck looking like this, and they're still in the mold. So I have my taillight here, and I went through and I taped it and made a little mold of the actual taillight, and the hopes was to have a mold that I can take my plexiglass and mold around my taillight, so that looks a lot like our taillights. It's just thicker, so I can actually have something to push on. Well, going through and doing the mold, I found out that plexiglass doesn't bend as well as you'd hope it would. So I've been stuck on that for the longest time. I've had like 4 or 5 failed attempts at trying to get this plexiglass to mold around, and I'm kind of to the point where I might try to switch to an injection style molding. That being said, I think I might try to do like a weighted, something weighted on top of it, or make a better mold for like a top so I can actually smush that plexiglass together. So that's something I want to work on, because Mother Nature has told me that my taillights need replaced. My vinyl has been cracking like crazy and coming off. I have a chip in one of my other taillights, and they're looking worse for wear. So I need to start working on getting those up to date and getting them ready to put on the car, because I want to see them. I still want to make my custom taillights. I still want to have something that's different from everybody else, and that's what I'm about. I like doing things myself, and I like having things that I've done and I can say I've done that, and it's different from everybody else. It might be the same kind of style. I know there's a couple people online that have different style of taillights for the GD, the hatch, and that's cool and all, but I want to make my own. So there's that. There's an update on those ones. I have a set of headlights that I've been trying to modify for the longest time, and those keep getting put to the back burner. Things break. It's the car life. Things break. Things get to where they're more priority, and the headlights and taillights, they're more aesthetically pleasing as opposed to I need to fix it now, it's broken. So that is kind of where those are stuck at. I do want to get them finished eventually. I do. I really do, because I think they would look really, really cool. But that being said, I also have tons of other stuff that is quicker and easier to do and make videos on. Whole stack of stuff just outside of your view to keep you a little bit suspenseful. So I've got tons and tons of stuff sitting over here actually for the cars to make videos on, and I'm going to get to those eventually when I get time, and B, have the energy, because it's very tiresome working all day and then coming home and trying to do videos. It's doable, I'm trying to do it, but it takes me a while to get a video out, that's why. One other question that I get asked a lot is it hard making videos? The making the videos isn't hard. Making sure that it's enjoyable and correct, and you show the right stuff, and edited well, and a good thumbnail, and all that other stuff, yeah, that stuff's hard. And actually, the hardest part is making sure you can get in front of a camera. I'm not a big camera person. I've never been a camera person. I was always camera shy when I was younger. So yes, that part is very, very hard. But once you get over it and realize that you're helping someone else out, that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do with my channel, is I want to help people out. I've got a little bit of knowledge on working on cars, and I hope that it helps you guys out. I hope that it helps everybody out that watches my videos. That's the whole goal of my YouTube channel. I want to make sure that people can learn and progress with things. If they're having troubles and you get stuck, what's the first thing you do? Well, you go and you search YouTube for it. And I hope that my channel can help someone out in the long run and hopefully motivate them to do their own. Because we're all in this together. We're all learning kind of together. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. I barely know what I'm doing half the time. A lot of it's thinking it through and kind of figuring it out, reading manuals and trying to figure out what the engineers did when they put things together, how things are supposed to react. When you do YouTube, you don't really realize how long things take to explain. A 10-minute job turns into an hour job in a hurry when you're trying to film and you're trying to get the perfect angles and you're thinking about, okay, how would I want to see this if I'm the viewer of this video? What would I want to see? That stuff takes a lot longer than actually doing the work most of the time. And to be a good like DIYer, you have to have those angles, you have to have those shots, and you have to think of the view of you guys, what you guys want to see. And hopefully I'm doing a good enough job of that, because a lot of videos you'll see, they'll go through and they'll do something and you're like, well, why didn't you show me this? Or why didn't you think about doing this? And I try to do my best. Nobody's perfect, but I do try to do my best to make sure that those shots make it in, especially in post when we go through and edit stuff. It's really easy to like get rid of it if you don't need it, but it's really, really hard to do a shot of a compression test or something in the middle when the car's already back together. So it's hard to it's a balancing act between what's too much information and it's gonna make a video too long and what is not enough information. So it's all kind of how I would like to see videos if I'm watching videos. So that's where I'm at with that. I think this is gonna wrap it up right here. I wanted to show you guys all this stuff, but after this video I'm gonna go ahead and start making videos because I got the energy to do it. So thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you enough. I can't believe that you all are here watching me, just a goofy guy on the internet trying to work on cars. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. One last thing, before you guys click off this video, I want to go through and say, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, if you're having like the thoughts of, oh, I can't do it, oh, this, that, and the other, just do it. One day I finally broke down. That's how I started. I just broke down. My first video didn't even have me in it. It was me trying to mess around with Final Cut and mess around on the computer and try to stitch some scenes together to make an actual video. My first video was not very good. Nobody's first video is very good. So if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. You never know what the outcome's going to be. You put in some work and you'll always get good rewards when you put the work in. So if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. It's worth it in the end.